Morning guys, it's Matt, and you may have noticed that I'm not at my desk and in my usual setup. I'm currently in a hotel room in Katowice in Poland, where ACER have invited KitGuru out to take a look at some new stuff that they're releasing, as well as visit the opening day and opening ceremony of the Intel Extreme Masters Hall of Heroes Counter-Strike tournament with some of the best Counter-Strike players in the world. So this is the main day. I arrived yesterday, not much happened there and it was raining most of the day, but today is the day where we're going on a tour. We've got a presentation from ACER, we're going to the opening ceremony, as I said, of the IEM event, and we're just gonna have a look around, see what ACER are announcing, and I'm gonna cover it bit of vlog style. I'm on my own today, so you've just got me at arm's length, but I'll try and cover as much as I can and tell you exactly what's going on. Let's go and see what ACER have got lined up for us. First stop of the day is E1 go-karting Chorzów. We're going to look at ACER's brand new Predator scooter, which I'm going to get to try out in a little bit. We'll have some footage of that as well. So we've got drinks, we've got food, we have a bit of a speech coming up about some of the stuff that ACER are doing, and we have a track set up to test out the scooters, which I'm going to be trying out in a little bit. It's raining here in Chorzów, so I'm going to get back inside, but looks like we've got a fun day ahead of us.
Opening of our meeting here in Poland.
That's insane. Sorry.
Well, they film.
I'd like to invite to the speech Valerie Bureau. She's the Vice President of Marketing, Install Gadgets and Zero Business for ACER. Let's welcome.
As the official partner of the Intel Extreme Master, ACER is glad to host you today. Of course, I take the opportunity to thank Intel for their trust.
So we're in the ACER hardware room looking at the Predator Aethon 700 keyboard. This is going to be retailing at €199. I'm guessing dollars, pounds as well. And the cool feature, this switch actually changes the switch type from linear to clicky, I'm being told, and you can feel the difference in the switches when you flick that switch. That's a cool feature that I've not seen very many times, if at all, before. So then moving over, we've got some earbuds for anyone that likes mobile gaming and hooking them up to this, that and whatever. We have some controllers in the middle, which these have adaptive triggers, just like a PlayStation controller. These are going to be retailing at just under 100, I'm being told. And then another keyboard to check out is the little brother of the one we just looked at. This is the Predator Aethon at 303. This is going to be retailing at around $90 euros, pounds. It's got blue switches but is hot swappable. I like the lighting on that. That edge lighting looks kind of cool. And then we've got a range of different headsets. This is the Predator Galea 365. And then moving over to the Predator Galea 550. And we have a number of monitors on display as well. This is the Predator XB3. 4K resolution, up to 280Hz refresh rate, but that is at full HD from reading the specs. You don't get that refresh rate at 4K. But it's a nice looking screen. We've got a bit of Tomb Raider on the go to demonstrate it. Moving over to theme of the weekend, Counter-Strike on the Predator X34V. Curved OLED panel, quite a sizable speaker on the bottom of this one. Running some Counter-Strike just to fit in with the weekend. And we have the Predator X45. ultra-wide OLED, and it looks beautiful running Hogwarts Legacy. You can really tell the difference between the non-OLED and the OLED monitors when you look at the games that Acer have got on show. And we go from ultra-wide OLED to super ultra-wide. This is the Predator Z57, first announced at CES. It's absolutely insane. The video probably isn't doing it justice. When you see it in person, that's a pretty big desk, and this monitor is almost taking up the whole thing. That's a full-size keyboard in the middle on the desk there, and there's the monitor just dwarfing it above. This thing is crazy, in a good way. Pricing on this is to be confirmed, we don't know yet, but I can't imagine it's going to be cheap. The resolution is 7680 by 2160, that's crazy. And it's a mini LED. It's got Type-C, 90 watt power delivery, HDMI 2.1, I'm reading this off the screen. This monitor is very, very unique and very, very cool. This is the Predator SpatialLabs View 27. This monitor is absolutely insane. It tracks your eyes via the sensor at the top and then overlays the 3D effect, and it works incredibly well. It's not going to come through very well in the video, but I'm testing it now, and it's like having the screen of a VR headset in a monitor in front of you. It works very well, and this is a very, very cool product. Then we have Acer's lineup of Predator notebooks, starting with the Predator Helios Neo 18, which can feature up to a 14th gen Intel Core i9 CPU alongside up to an NVIDIA RTX 4070 laptop GPU. It's got an 18-inch 16x10 WQXJ 240Hz display and a uniquely coded cover that delves into the Predatorverse, or so it says on the screen there. Let's have a look at it. That must be that RGB lighting that we're looking at there. And then next up we have its little sibling, the Predator Helios Neo 16, which again, exactly the same specs. It supports up to a 14th gen i9 and an RTX 4070. This time a 16-inch version of that same panel we just spoke about, and that uniquely coded cover that's the same. It's basically the same laptop, just a couple of inches smaller. And then that next along is the same laptop again, and then on the end we have the Predator Triton Neo 16. This supports Intel Core Ultra processors and up to an RTX 4070 again. Again, it's got a 16-inch 16x10 WQXJ display, and it's a portable and lightweight laptop. Weighs roughly 2 kilograms, so it is relatively thin and relatively light from me just picking it up a little bit there. Then we've got the Predator scooter. Probably the most quirky and unique product that Acer are releasing, announcing. I think they announced this one at CES, but I'm not entirely sure. But we tried them out earlier just after go-karting, and they are crazy fast for a scooter, especially with a big chap like me on it. You can see the specs there, 350 watt motor, peak 960 watts. It's got up to 35 kilometers of range, which is a lot for a scooter. It's IPX5 waterproof. It's got front and rear suspension, as we can see from the video, disc brakes, and then 10-inch crocodile tires for better grip. So you can take this thing off-road, I think. I may be wrong, but I think the reported price on these scooters is around £1,300. So would you spend that much on an electric scooter? Let us know in the comments. So then we headed over to the EXPO that was at the Spodek Arena that was being held in the same place as the Counter-Strike tournament. It was relatively small compared to stuff like Computex and stuff like that, with mainly the stalls being focused and geared towards esports and Counter-Strike, as to be expected as an event like this. Surprisingly, the biggest stall of all, the biggest stand of all in the whole of the expo was dedicated to Counter-Strike skins, but there was a lot of small local little gaming stations set up. As you can see, Predator had some pretty cool stuff set up where people were just chilling out, playing games together, and there was a nice, comfortable vibe throughout the whole place. Everyone was there just to enjoy gaming. It was a really cool experience. Next came the main event of the day, the Intel Extreme Masters Hall of Heroes Counter-Strike Playoffs, Counter-Strike Tournament. This was the finals, and I got to watch the first game, which was FaZe versus G2. The atmosphere in this stadium was absolutely electric and unlike anything I've ever experienced in gaming before. Again, I like to say it was just like being at the football with a much friendlier atmosphere. Everyone was there to get behind the teams, get behind the players, and just get involved in the spectacle that was the day. It was truly incredible, and it's really opened my eyes to just how big esports is, and it's definitely something that I'm going to be getting involved in more in the future. I really enjoyed myself. I really got sucked into the intensity of the event and how hyped up it was. It was such a good experience, and I recommend anyone going to an event like this, if you're into gaming at all, just to experience what it's like, because it's on another level. If you're looking for a new chair, then you should definitely check out Boolies. I'm currently sat on their Ninja Pro gaming chair, which is one of 3 models from their gaming series alongside the Elite and the Master. So if you're looking for something new to stick in your setup that you can sit on and game and work, then I recommend definitely checking out boolies.co.uk. I'll let the footage speak for itself, and you can just see how big of a thing this is.
Pretty good on this map, and yeah, I think it's really weird to see that Inferno is not being played so often at the event. So yeah, but we're gonna see it in the first quarterfinal at least.
I like it. There we go. Let's see what Nico and G2 can do against FaZe next.
Welcome to the Intel Extreme Masters Katowice 2024! Live from the historic Spodek Arena. Let's go!
This frontier, yet unexplored, its secrets, hidden in the cosmos. Knowledge is passed on, refined and used by generations to come, to define what's possible. Fight or flight. The journey is vast. Fame, glory, a distant star, far from one's reach. Stay too long in the star's light and risk annihilation. Ignition sequence start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engines running.
It is time to welcome our 6 finalists. Please welcome into the Spodek, it's Mouse! With a spot secured in the semi-final, it's Team Mouse. Shiny, a man born in Poland, but grew up in Ireland. Can he make magic happen on home soil? Locked and loaded in the semi-finals, it's Team Spirit. We got Mania that has arrived, but can he handle the pressure at the highest level? A team looking to guide themselves into the grandest of finals. Playing in our second quarterfinal, it's Team Falcons. Always a bridesmaid, never the bride. Snappy, well, he won in Dallas, but can he take an all-star lineup all the way? Sonic, he believes. Facing off against the Falcons, please welcome Spodek, it's X! Titan looking for revenge against his former teammates. He now leads a lineup that is sure to be fan favourites. This week especially, with their adopted IGL, Lucas! Now to introduce the teams competing in our first quarter-final, it's FaZe Clan! We know him a stalwart at this stage, winning in 2022. Frozen, the young veteran, but he's still searching for his first big land trophy. And it's a tough road ahead for FaZe. Please welcome the reigning title holders. It's G2! Defending champions Nico and Monacy, they look to get back into form on one of the biggest stages in all of esports. Can they do it? Can they go back to back? Oh yes, here we go!
On the defense, FaZe Clan starting to bring that T-side act
special. But this B defense as well, beautiful. All you can do is smile as Carrigan, the showman, happy with that.
So it's now Saturday, it's the end of my trip in Katowice in Poland. There's a police car going past, a Tesla police car, you don't see that in the UK. But yeah, yesterday was an amazing day, thanks to ACER for inviting me out and putting it all on. We saw some really cool tech that's coming out from them, some really cool monitors like the super ultra wide 59-inch monitor that's massive. If you see it in person, it's absolutely huge. And then the monitor with 3D built into it, that worked surprisingly well. I was worried it would struggle with me being a glasses user, glasses wearer, but it coped well with it, and it was really hard to show it on camera. When you see it in person, it works exceptionally well, and I'm really excited to see them go into the mainstream and see what people think of them. And then we saw a bunch of new peripherals, which hopefully we'll get to check out on the channel sometime in the future. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, this has been a great trip. Thanks again to ACER for inviting me out. I'm going to get checked out of my hotel, checked into my flight, and get back to the UK and get this video all sorted, edited and uploaded for you guys to see. I'll speak to you soon. This is Matt checking out from Poland. Look after yourselves.